Hey, it's me, MLB. Here's the Top Delinquent Chapter 12, and this one is titled Come to Blows. After school that day, you milled around, waiting for DF to leave so that you could talk to Iida about Friday. You coming? She asked as she headed for the school gates. Nah, gotta talk to Mrs. Craig, he lied, about the whole reformation program thing. Oh, time with Iida, huh? She teased. Shut up, you snapped. Can't wait to be finished with this whole stupid thing. Ah, that's more like you, she teased with a cheeky smile. Okay, we'll have fun. Screw you, you grunted. She laughed. See you tomorrow, Yin, she called with a smile as she headed off. Yeah, you grunted again as you walked off down the hall, looking for Iida. You went to the library, but he wasn't there. Went to the maintenance club room, but he wasn't there either. Checked the grounds, but again, he was nowhere to be seen. Where the hell is he? You growled angrily to yourself as you stalked around the school. You were about to give up, thinking he had maybe gone home, when you saw him coming out of the principal's office. Oi! You yelled as you marched towards him. I've been looking for you. Oh, Yin, he greeted pleasantly with a small nod. Why were you looking for me? I wanted to ask how you went with cleaning up the tiller mess thing the other day, you mumbled as you looked away. Actually, who cares? It's fixed now. I don't know why I'm bothering. Thank you for your concern, Iida replied kindly. It took a while to unhook the tiller from the top of the cage, but nonetheless I got it free. You grunted in acknowledgement of his statement as your mind pulled up the images of his flexing biceps and you blushed furiously behind your glasses. Yin, Iida asked softly, did that man hit you, the one that came on Friday? What? You stammered with surprise as you looked at him again. What man? The man who appeared over the fence on Friday. I presume that he is your boyfriend, Iida continued. Oh, you said in surprise. Well, yeah, no, he didn't, but he's an ass. I'm going to break up with him, you added. I'm glad to hear that, Yin. You deserve much better, Iida said tenderly, before blushing a little and looking away. You quickly dropped your gaze to the floor. The way he said that just now, does he actually like me? Yin, who hit you? Iida then asked bluntly. No one hit me. Why do you ask that? You replied defensively, looking back up at him. It is obvious that you have used makeup around your eye, Iida said bluntly, and it's the wrong colour, which means you used somebody else's. Since when do you know so much about makeup, Iida? You teased. Something you want to tell me? Nothing of the sort, Yin, and do not try and change the subject. Now please tell me who hit you, he asked gently. A can, you blurted out. Can? Yeah, I opened the cupboard and a can fell out onto my face and it's embarrassing, so don't ask again, you mumbled as you looked away again and then down to the ground. Iida stood there looking at you for a bit while you shifted uncomfortably, staring at the floor. May I walk you home? Iida asked softly. No, you grunted. But we can maybe walk together for a bit, I don't know. That would be wonderful, Iida replied honestly, and you cleared your throat before you both turned and headed off down the hall together. You walked in silence as you headed out of the school gates, and you were about to start a conversation with Iida when an obnoxiously familiar voice called to you. Oi, the male voice called out. Your head shot up when you heard the voice. It was DH, and he was on his bike at the gate. Oh no, this looks really bad, you screamed internally, as your steps faltered for a minute. You were about to yell something back when Iida put his arm out across your chest to stop you. What do you want with Yin? Iida called to your boyfriend sternly. None of your business, Four Eyes. Get your arm off my girl, DH growled as he got off his bike. Don't bother, DH, we're over, you yelled sharply. You can fudge off now. Your man scowled heavily, a threatening look on his face. It's not over till I say it's over, he shouted, rolling his sleeves up as he marched towards you and Iida. You stepped back in fear as Iida stepped in front of you protectively. DH, as I assume your name is, Miss Yin has made her decision regarding your and her relationship, so please kindly remove yourself from the premises, Iida stated calmly in authoritative voice. Oh, is that so? He snarled. Let me guess, you two are doing it in the equipment shed each day, huh? She's a whore. Don't you dare say that about her, Iida suddenly said darkly, and you looked at him in surprise. DH had almost reached Iida by that point, and you could see he was about to get physical. Iida, Back, get back, you yelled, grabbing for his shirt to pull him backwards. Suddenly the two were in a fight, and you gasped as you ducked back. Stop! Stop! You screamed as DH and Iida exchanged blows. Knock it off! The two ignored you as they continued to rain punches on each other, so you dropped your bag and bolted to the principal's office. Bitch, get out there, they're fighting! You screamed into the principal's office as you yanked the door open. Language, Yin? Mrs. Craig gasped loudly. Call the police, they're fighting! You screamed again. Who is? Mrs. Craig asked as she quickly grabbed for her phone. Iida and my ex-boyfriend are, you yelled. Iida? She yelled in surprise. Yes, get a move on, you yelled, snapping your fingers. Principal Craig rang the closest police station and then quickly followed you outside. The two guys were still in a heated punch-up, neither backing down. Iida's glasses were off and smashed on the ground, and his school clothes were ripped slightly from DH yanking on them. He also had a few gashes across his face from where the broken shards of glass had cut him. DH had a bloodied nose and a massive bruise on his jaw. Stop immediately! Mrs. Craig called loudly as she approached the two guys. The police have been called and they are on their way. Upon hearing that, DH backed off. To hell the lot of you! DH snarled viciously as he backed off. Especially you, Yen. You'll be hearing from me. Ooh, well, that was an interesting chapter. Iida getting physical on your behalf. Stay tuned for the next chapter, chapter 13, coming tomorrow.